So now we consider one of the type of the capacitor here, and that first type of the capacitor we consider here is parallel plate capacitor here, correct? So in parallel plate capacitor, obviously in a capacitor there will be two conducting plates here. So in a parallel plate capacitor we can see it consists of two large conducting parallel plates here, correct? So here this conducting plates has to be very large. I tell you what is the meaning of large here. Okay, and these conducting plates can be rectangular or it can be circular as well. Okay, so I have shown these two plates here. This capacitor basically consists of, suppose this is one of the plate here, this will be the case of the capacitor. This is plus charge here will be minus charge. So later on I have shown these plates by single line only, correct? Here I have shown them by one line. So one of the plate will be given plus charge here. Okay, if I give this plus Q charge, that this charge we can say this is plus Q charge and this charge is minus Q charge here. Okay, overall charge given to the plate. So one plate is given plus Q charge, other plate is given minus Q charge. And since this charge has been given over an area of the plate that is equal to A here, so the surface charge density of the capacitor here will be sigma is equal to Q upon A here. So plus sigma will be plus Q upon A and minus sigma will be minus Q upon A. Okay, this is the parallel plate capacitor. हम plate की जगह एक single line, we can show this by single line only, and the separation between them is say D only. Here large conducting plates means the area of cross section of the conductor has to be very large as compared to separation between them only, correct? So this is how we say the area of the conducting plate must be very larger or must be very greater than the square of the distance between the two plates here. If we are taking this to be a circular plate, then diameter of the circular plate has to be that large compared to the distance between the two plates here. Okay, so I write this condition here that if dimension of the, or if we say area of plate is large, then that is, or we can write this mathematically as that A has to be very greater than D square. Okay, then you can say electric field remains uniform in between the two plates. It remains uniform, that I have shown by the parallel lines here, in between the two plates, and the outside plates electric field becomes zero, though the fringing will take place at the ends of this plate only, except at the ends only. Here the fringing of the electric field line will take place. Otherwise, for inside this capacitor, electric field will remain uniform and directed from positive plate to the negative plate here. Correct? This is how we will write this. Done? Now, using Gauss law, you can tell. Using Gauss law, the magnitude of the electric field is magnitude of electric field, okay, when there is air and vacuum between the plates. We take the medium between the two plates to be air or vacuum, correct? Yes, given by, you must be remembering from the chapter number 1, this E naught comes out to be sigma upon epsilon 0. That is, sigma is Q upon A, so this is Q upon A epsilon 0. Let me put this by equation number 2 here. Okay. Then we need to find the capacitance of the capacitor. What will be its capacitance here? Correct. So to find the capacitance here, now we know the electric field here. So we are in a position to find the potential difference between the two plates. So if you find the potential difference between the two plates here, then the potential difference, that will be potential of the capacitor. So Q upon V will give us capacitance of the capacitor. Correct. So we know the relation between potential and electric field is dV is equal to its E dot dr. You all will be knowing this, correct? Okay. Now if I take dr along the direction of the electric field only, then what happens is angle between the electric field and dr will be 0 degree. So this becomes E0 dr of cos 0 degree. So hence I can write this as dV is equal to E naught into dr. So if a charged particle is moved from this plate, let me call this as plate number 1, this as plate number 2. So if a charge, small charge or unit positive charge is moved from 1 to 2 through a small displacement dr here, then since direction is from 1 to 2 electric field direction and dr is also from 1 to 2, so the angle between electric field and dr will be 0. So I write dV is equal to E naught dr. Now the charge is being moved from plate 1 to plate 2. Therefore, what we have, we need to find this, we need to do the integration of this expression to find the potential difference between the two plates here. Okay. So when now potential difference between the two plates, potential difference between two plates. So क्या हो जाएगा? Now we'll be doing the integration here. So 1 to 2 जा रहे हैं हम लोग, and this also we are going from E naught to dr 1 to 2, and since this is minus of E dr, okay, dV is equal to its minus of E dr, so this I write minus also. Okay, so the formula will be dV is equal to minus of E dr, that we have done in chapter, in this chapter only, relation between potential and electric field, correct? So this becomes dV is equal to minus E dr, and hence we write minus E0 dr. So this I write minus of E naught dr, correct? E naught being constant you can take out here. This becomes minus of E dr 1 to 2 here. So this integration of the V will be the dV only. So this is 1 to 2 and E naught minus of E naught. What is dr? Dr is the, if we integrate this dr from this plate to this plate, we will be getting the total distance between the two plates here. So this becomes, integration of dr become nothing but d only here. And V2 minus Vn, you can say V at potential 2 and V at 1. So I write this first as V2 minus V1 is equal to minus of E naught of d. Correct? This I have written. Now what I do is now I write V2 is V minus and V1 is V plus. So this becomes minus of E naught of d. Negative sign can be adjusted in this direction. So V plus of V minus is equal to plus of E naught d here, and V plus minus V minus, you must be knowing the potential difference between the two plates of a capacitor is called potential of the capacitor. So therefore potential of capacitor V will be is equal to V plus minus of V minus, this becomes plus of E naught of d, and E naught is Q of A epsilon 0 into d. So this becomes Q upon V is equal to epsilon 0 A upon d. Isn't it? Q upon V will be this only. Therefore capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor, capacitance with air, obviously with air or the vacuum, of a parallel plate capacitor becomes C is equal to Q upon V, and this becomes epsilon 0 V upon V. So you can see capacitance will depend on, किस बातों पे capacitance depend करेगा बताओ? Capacitance will depend on, therefore you can say C is directly proportional to area of the plate here, and C is inversely proportional to separation of the two plates. So this will be the capacitance here. Okay. So if you change the area, capacitance will certainly change. If you change the separation between the two plates, capacitance is going to be changed here. Correct. Apart from this, that we have done earlier, on which factors capacitance depends? It depends on the geometric configuration here. And let me tell you, geometric configuration wise अगर हम जाते हैं तो area और D पे depend करता है, ठीक है. And also, if okay, here I write note here, so you do remember this also. If there is medium between the plates, if there is medium having dielectric constant K. If there is medium having dielectric constant K between the plates, constant K between the plates, then capacitance will become, the result we will prove later on in this chapter only. Then capacitance will become Cm, that is with medium, is equal to K times capacitance with vacuum only. Correct? This is for vacuum we have written. So this becomes K into epsilon 0A upon D. So always remember, if a dielectric medium is filled between the plates completely, then the capacitance will become this one. Okay? So from this we can write therefore dielectric constant becomes K. K is equal to Cm upon C naught from this relation only. And this can be sometimes taken as definition of dielectric constant also. Correct? So if anyone asks you, sometimes they can ask you, give the definition of dielectric constant in terms of capacitance here. And this will be ratio of the capacitance when there is a medium between the plates to the capacitance when there is air or vacuum between the plates of the capacitor. Correct? So this is how do we calculate the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Correct? Thank you.